and we're ready to put toe to leather. Out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Cardinals offense will have the football first. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Jesse, those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won. And last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. When you're going backwards and you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over, that's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
It's on target and complete. There he goes. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. New set of downs after the completion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. They'll run it from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
To the air, it's Cherry. And pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Cardinals will call on their punt team. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. A strike downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. To the air on first down. With the catch, it's Need. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Gonna look downfield again. Just a short pass to the tight end. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Nice complementary football we're seeing from this team here early. Defense did their job on the opening drive, and now your offense is doing their job too. Really nice throw that time by the quarterback. You've got to love what you're seeing on both sides of the ball if you're this team's head coach.
They'll leave it with him. Oh, he's got some space. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator of where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big gain. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they run it.
trying to cap this drive with a pass. Complete with conviction on the crosser. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Throws to the wideout. He makes the grab. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. They'll send the back in motion. Snap to the back. He's going for the goal line. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback. Find the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Fielded in the end zone, it's Allen. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Wants to throw. It's Cherry. Under fire. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. The play action fake. He lost one down the sideline. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to. And instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball, man coverage, that guy was not.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. And the Cardinals will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Motion from the wideout. Second down, they'll go to the air. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, this defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
Wide open downfield. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Unleashes one. Connection to the right. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. And it's in there for a touchdown. That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
Because down here he does a lot of blocking, and you play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? You peek in the backfield, and you lose the big fella. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost a race.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Leaves it with the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Dropping back, it's Cherry. Trying to set up the screen. Breaks into the open. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. They'll try to bully their way for the first. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The Cardinals will send out the punt unit. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll go back to work on offense. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. They'll go to the ground. Punch through the tackle. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Wants to throw on first down. Catch and stride inside the 15. Touchdown. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all 3 facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half for the home team.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll go out of bounds at the 27-yard line, just couldn't quite shake free. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, Bill.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now, chip into this lead, try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. On the run, it's Kelly. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4. Faced with a 3rd and falling short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. To the air, it's Cherry. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Wants to go up top on first down. Got him downfield. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. He's tackled right at the 10 down. Looking to fire. Makes that's rough this deep in the red zone. Third down. They can't pick up the first without scoring.
Thank goodness we don't play them every week. This defense has been suffocating. This offense got to find something moving forward that they can hang their hat on. Some kind of identity that makes them get first downs and hopefully move the football.
He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down.
Low man wins. Defense that time on fourth down was expecting run, and you saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
They've got him. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. The offense has it 1st and 10 from their own 20. They'll give it to him again. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, but the sweet pull and catch is plenty to give them a first down. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Throws to the tight end. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Looking to pass. It's Cherry. Fires to the right. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Now the play fake. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Well, this offensive coordinator has to be scratching his head because he's trying to keep his quarterback protected. He's trying different things, sliding the offensive line, keeping tight ends and running backs in, chipping, going empty, and getting the ball out quickly, but it's not working. They're just losing the one-on-one battles up front, and in the second half looking forward, I don't know if they're going to be able to fix it.
Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on first down. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Well, the tight end's a guy that's going to have to be able to make plays for this offense in the passing game. That time, QB looking for the big fella. He ran a good route, just couldn't reel it in.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Hauls it in. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. And the Cardinals really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to get the first through the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
It's great to spread the ball around and fool them, but if you've got a dude, feed him, and they are.
No doubt, Reese, that guy is a problem. I mean, you got a receiver that's so talented out wide, hard to cover. Go to him once, go to him. Shoot, let's go to him a third time.
The Cardinals are in the hurry-up. Looking downfield, it's Cherry. Touchdown, Cardinals! Fitted in the window for the score.
Well, needless to say, they needed that touchdown. They're down by a lot of points here in this game, and finally something goes right for them offensively. They put the drive together. They score here at the end of the first half. Now, in the second half, they need a lot more of this, and they're going to have to go tempo. They're going to have to stay aggressive, but maybe this gives them the confidence they need to stage a comeback. We'll see.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They try to pop a run on the draw. Virtually unblocked, and he's stopped for a loss of 8. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Men, it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in Waco. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys along the banks of the Brazos River at McLean Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Looking downfield on first down. He lobs one high down the left side. He's got it on the outside. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. That last big play, one that can really jump-start a drive. It's 1st and 10 from the 47. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Need. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. To the air on first down. Pulls it in. It's Need. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
Running back searching for a hole. Finds a brace at the 20. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Into the end zone, he's got it! Touchdown! If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Big Ten action today. A couple of teams who have had this game circled on the calendar for some time. Illinois answered the bell away from Champaign today with an impressive victory. The Fighting Illini knew the challenges awaiting them, and they met them head-on. Generally the mark of a really good team. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This Big Ten battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more...
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. And the Cardinals line up to punt it away. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Here comes the offense onto the field again. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Going right to work up top. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Really great job in coverage by the defender on that play, swatting the ball away.
Second down, he'll throw it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Good play call on defense. Third down in that situation, you're just playing a big zone. You want everybody having their eyes on the quarterback, playing in their areas, and you want them rallying to the football. As soon as that running back caught the ball, they all came screaming in. They were able to make the tackle and now set up fourth.
They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Louisville has it back, and the offense coming out ready to attack. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Looking to throw, it's Cherry. Quickly out to the tight end.
Nice quick throw there, and it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw, and you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Give to the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Looking to throw for it. Snagged in the middle. It's Hoffman. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. The Cardinals are flying down the field. The give out of the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
defense just can't cover this guy. We've seen it all game long, whether it's man coverage, zone coverage, double coverage. They cannot find an answer for him. He's already got over 150 yards.
Right on the money. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Off the play fake. Oh, they're after him. Touchdown Cardinals. Quick strike through the air for the score. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
He'll bring it out. It's Culliver. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the board.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Motion from the back. On third and long, he has to throw for it. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Back to throw, it's Cherry. Got his man downfield. They are finding soft. In this defense, he's got it down to the 25. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. This time they'll go to the running game. There he goes. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. They love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. And the Cardinals are threatening on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Louisville! And the comeback is on. Lining up for the PAT.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He'll pull it down.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease. Now second down as they try to run this clock.
We'll send the tight end in motion. Power football with the run. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense runs through him.
Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Caught over the middle. It's Flowers. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the fourth quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run. Back it up with a pass. Getting the first down. A few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
Pocket breaking down. And he dropped it. Incomplete pass in what would have been a huge gain. No defender anywhere around, and he just flat dropped it. So now it's 2nd and long. Quarterback on the keeper. They could have used a little bit more there and picked up a 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Well, this is a quarterback who has outstanding running ability, and he's hoping the defense is going to give him an opportunity to tuck this football and get upfield, but there was nothing there. You saw him that time. Hold on to it, hold, hoping someone on defense was going to get out of position, but nobody did. Really nice job by the defense that time. Playing assignment football against the option, and everybody staying home.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Got it in the middle, it's Vaughn. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now, this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. He'll go to the sneak. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
I think that's a big advantage of having a tiny quarterback, right? Is he can find little creases to wedge his body into to pick up short yardage plays like that on the QB sneak on 4th down.
Here's a heat. Got his man on the right. Tough, physical, hard-nosed running gets it to the 34. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Looking at a 2nd and short now. The give, and tick, 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 tick. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
They'll try to run for it. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Sends it back in motion. Snap to the back. They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the first down out of the Wildcat.
How about that? You got the lead late in the game. Get some first downs. Salt this clock away. This is the exact position you want your offense in.
Imposing their will, right, David? I mean, we know we're running it. You know we're going to run it. We're trying to ice this game. There's nothing we can do to stop it.
When the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards than his block that you can really depend on, hangs on to the football, like it makes offense super easy, especially down.
Got some room entered to the goal line. Into the end zone for a touchdown. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
And it was so important for for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Back to throw, it's Cherry. On the run, fires downfield. He's got an open man. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got it. Wants to throw on first down. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. He'll try to take it back. All the way in for the touchdown. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his big tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. To the air on second down. Fires on the move. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Fires to the big fella. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. The Cardinals want to move quickly. And they got to the line expeditiously. Spiked it and stopped the clock. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They'll move the wide receiver. They'll run play action. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Here comes the heat. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And this is a tough spot for the QB, man. Like, he knows he's down big and has to make big plays down the field, but also got to be smart because this defense, you can tell, bringing in extra bodies, playing the pass, maybe take the dink and dunk, let your guys.
He hurls one deep down the left side. He's got it in more than enough for a first down. He goes out of bounds. Big pickup on the play. It'll look nice in the stats column, but probably not enough to make a difference in the game. Looking to throw, it's Cherry. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
And I'm just not sure where to put the blame. And I know they're going to lose this football game. They've struggled. And he's been sacked. I know he's turned it over and thrown an interception, but they haven't been in sync, and nobody's played really great.
Unleashes one deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death.
When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Golden Bears in Berkeley in California Memorial Stadium. As we'll see a team from the Pac-12, a squad looking to put on a show, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the California Golden Bears. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The Golden Bears offense will go to work first. Time for an early look at one of our Heisman Trophy candidates, and while this award certainly caters to quarterbacks many times, Jesse, this guy's proven to be worth all of the attention.
Yeah, he's delivering. And remember, David, there's a lot of preseason hype around this guy. Each and every week, this dude has been making big-time plays. To me, he looks much improved from a season ago, and he's got this offense rolling.
Yeah, and the quarterbacks touch the ball every play. Their stats are good. Rushing stats count. Touchdowns, obviously. So it gets inflated. But if he can keep this consistency, it's still early in the season. He's a guy that the numbers are looking really good, and that Heisman talk's going to get louder and louder.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Coming into the game, the defense talked about, man, they really wanted to get to this quarterback. Well, it didn't take long. 2 plays in, they get to him, and they get the sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And the Golden Bears will punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Makes the catch at the midfield logo. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take... and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating...
Oh, he's got some space. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the 1st down.
They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab on the left. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Snapped it in the shotgun. Looking for the score. Knocked away, incomplete in the end zone.
Great awareness by that defender that time. Seeing the ball thrown, getting his big paw, knocking it down, and now you set up 2nd down.
They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. Back to pass. Into the end zone. the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. 3rd and goal, where the fire purifies and separates contenders and pretenders. They just keep firing. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. The Golden Bears are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Not the start the offense wanted to have. They had to punt the first time out. And here on the opening play of their second drive, they're going backwards. If they're going to run the football, these big guys up front, they've got to do a better job.
And the Golden Bears have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The Golden Bears will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch around the 50. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Flowers. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll... First down. He's out of bounds after a big pickup, and there's a flag on the field, and this might be coming back. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Breaks into the open. And he'll be brought down.
Really nice play call there on 2nd and long by the offensive coordinator. He was able to get a lot of that yardage back by running the football, and now, of course, it sets up a 3rd and manageable situation.
It'll be a run on 3rd and short. And nowhere to go this time, and he couldn't follow up the big run with another. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll do it himself. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Well, I'll tell you what, just watching this QB in the run game, he's going to break one. At some point in this game, he is going to break a home run. Defense did a nice job getting him down there, but this guy, I'm telling you, he's just a play away from taking it to the house. Keep letting this guy do his thing.
He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
And that play just shows you this quarterback trusts his wide receiver because he knows that route has to be adjusted to get beyond the first down marker. These two right now really on the same page.
And the Golden Bears will have it 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Really nice penetration by this defense, getting in there immediately, causing the running back to have to go a direction he doesn't want to go. And this defense has started the game so good. Several drives, no points allowed, and setting the tone on this drive.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Woodside. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Golden Bears decide to punt it away. And there will be no return on this one, and he can't get it out of bounds. The ball will come out to the 20. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Trying to get the corner. Got enough for the first down. They believe in this running game, and he's out across the 40 to the 43 before going out of bounds.
Not overly complicated, not something the OC spent the whole summer designing. I take the ball and I toss it to my fast guy, get him on the perimeter, block it up good. My wide receivers commit to blocking, and boom, make a big play.
Gets rid of it. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Defense there to get him out of bounds as he gets it down to the 48.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. Floats it out in space. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
Nice poise by the quarterback. Here's a big 3rd down throw, and you want to push the ball vertically down the field, but if the defense takes it all away, check the ball down. Get it to your running back and let him go do the work and move the sticks for you.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds the tight end. Quick step and go. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you loved playing on teams with great offenses.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. The run from the shotgun. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Quick strike complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
My goodness, this offense has got it rolled. They might put up a 50-burger. This defense, they don't have any answers right now. They're going to have to figure something out.
It's 1st and 10 from the 13. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And they're in for a touchdown. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, the big top 15 battle is underway, and it's been very interesting so far. Clemson is currently ahead early right now in Death Valley, but they just haven't been able to separate themselves offensively. They're up by 10 over Pittsburgh. It wouldn't be the ACC if there weren't this kind of storyline, guys, and we promise to keep you posted.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
He'll pull it on the read. Finds a little space. Gets it past the marker. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another first down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. This time on target. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Complete to the left. And a nice grab there. Big. Up down to the 35-yard line. Well, they've done nothing on offense so far, but if they can put some points on the board before halftime, it could really change things.
No doubt. Going to the locker room with some good juices, some good vibes, and momentum can switch a game in a heartbeat. But this offense hasn't had...
And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Bears!
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. The give to the back. Breaks the tackle. It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
And still a few inches short of the sticks as they come to the line for second down. The give to the tailback. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Looking to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He's got him this time. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. Third and short from the 49. Is this four-down territory? They'll try to get it through the air. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. Quarterback making adjustments. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Nice execution by the offense on third down, understanding what they had to do to get the first down, pass complete, move the sticks, new set of downs.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Dances away, trying to make magic on the scramble. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. To the air on first down. Going for 6. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about.
Pass interference, defense.
Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority 1. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters today from there in Berkeley. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside California Memorial Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Golden Bears will kick it off to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They'll open the second half on the ground. turning it on. Just plowing ahead. At the 30. He's at the 10. No one's going to get him. Touchdown. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And he added the extra point. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on it.
The Golden Bears with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He's got it on the right. He'll be knocked out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Good pickup there. And the Golden Bears have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw it. That's caught. It's Woodside. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down.
Yeah, and you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route. Understand the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding him. Nice catch.
Bringing the heat. Makes the grab. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. It's caught. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Fires into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's...
Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Cal!
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. On to attempt the try. And the extra point is good, but they're still down 24-14. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Tough to beat in action, gentlemen. You know that. And let's take a look at the highlights. Ball State is just getting blown off the field right now. I mean, like them or hate them, I think anyone would agree this is tough to watch. They're trailing by 14 to Central Michigan. The Maction never sleeps, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Handoff to the single running back. He's all the way out to the 32-yard line before he's forced out of bounds.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Vaughn. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So much for jumbo sets. They'll go 5 wide on 2nd and 2. Looking to fire. Caught close to the marker. It's Need. There he goes. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead.
Going for the big play. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Virtually unblocked, and he stopped for a loss of 8. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. Trying play action. Just can't pull the trigger in the... Is sacked at the 41. They bring the punter onto the field now. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. So now to try to take advantage of that defensive stop time starting to work against them a little bit, and we'll see what they can do. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Whitaker. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Man, we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him move him inside. You see him move him outside. You see him move him in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Whitaker. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Under fire. He'll pull it down and run. Quarterback got it himself. And after the huge scramble, he slides and gets down. Terrific run to get out of trouble. The Golden Bears are on the move. the middle. It's Whitaker. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Looking for room. It's Cherry. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
It'll be a draw. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. Just drives it between the uprights. Down to a one-possession game, 24-17.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. And you go back to work in the final period of this one. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Oh, he wants it all. Makes a grab on the shot. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch. That's the way to start a drive, and now they'll try to follow up on 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Right back to him. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, it's a nice job by this defense. Obviously backed up against it. Time running out. Got to get the football back. 2 good plays. Now 3rd down. I stay aggressive. Have to come after him. If they decide to throw the football, so be it. But stay aggressive. Get that football back for your offense.
Got his man to the left. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown. They build this fourth quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
Well, in the modern era of college football, you're seeing more and more athletic tight ends, like what you just saw right there. The defense had no chance covering that guy down the field. He makes them look silly on his way in for the long touchdown.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score coming on the touchdown pass from 55 yards out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to have to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
The throw. Got his man. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. And the Golden Bears headed quickly to the line. It's complete to the left. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Now on second and short after the first down completion. Looking to throw again. Fires to the middle. He's got it on the run. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Bears! This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. This defense is going to have to sell out to stop the run and try to get the ball back one last time. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll give it to the back. At the 35, he's open. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Looking for a productive play on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Slings it downfield. It's caught downfield. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. They'll move the tight end. They'll try the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this situation here on second down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in this situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
Down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. Off the boot, looking for his man. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. sack here late in the fourth.
And that's exactly what this defense needed. They needed to have something positive. Giving up some yardage, they've given up some plays, no big deal. Got right back in it on this drive with that big sack.
The first down sack pushes the ball back for this long second down. Quick completion on the out. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Looking to throw. Makes the grab. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. That'll give him a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Gets the back moving. They'll start this drive going to the air. Quickly complete. He gets it up to the 17 before being wrestled out of bounds.
You know, I think at this situation in the game, trailing like they are with only a couple minutes to go, short throws aren't going to get it done. You're going to have to be a lot more aggressive and start taking chances if you want to give yourself a chance to win this game.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Fires left. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an out.
Wide open downfield. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. It's Cherry. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Wants to fire on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Weeks. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Double time, hustling to the line to stop the clock.
No gain on the play. Second down coming up.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. Going for it all. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
And I love the personnel group that the defense is in right now. With the lead late in a 2-minute situation, you're seeing extra DBs on the field. You know the offense is going to try and throw the football. So faster guys, good job that time getting to the ball.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. Here comes the offense back onto the field. They can't stop the clock, and the defense really can't do anything about this, David.
Nah, great spot to be in for the offense. They know just take a knee, no timeouts for the defense, take the clock down to 0, Paul.
And they've got to feel good too, David. Hard-fought game. It was a physical contest, but man, getting these W's, that is a sweet, sweet taste.
Second down coming up. Even with this lead, they'll throw again. Caught near the sticks. It's Culliver. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen here.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get the W.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.